My dad kept saying my birthmark made me unlovable, so I humiliated him at his own retirement party. I was born with a huge port wine stain on the side of my cheek, which was basically a deep purple birthmark covering literally half my face. Dad used this birthmark as ammunition every time we clashed. Our fights would spiral until he'd stare at the discoloration spreading across my cheek and tell me, "Your brother's going to have a real relationship. No guy wants a girlfriend who looks like a half-drawn cartoon character. They take one glance at you and throw up." The words destroyed me every time, but Mom kept pushing me to tolerate how Dad expressed himself. Everything changed when I turned 15. I was digging through the vinyl section at this record store downtown when someone asked if I needed help. I looked up to see the most gorgeous guy standing there. Instinctively, I tried turning my marked side away from him, but weirdly enough, his expression never shifted. We ended up in an hour-long conversation about music and concert experiences. Right before leaving, he handed me his phone to put my number in. "I'm Anton," he said. "Let's get coffee this weekend." That moment changed everything for me. Anton and I dated in total secrecy. Whenever he wasn't away at college, we'd catch shows in neighboring cities, try restaurants my family would never visit, stream movies at my place during the rare times nobody was home. He kept bringing up wanting to meet my parents. I finally explained the whole situation with Dad, all the cruel observations, why I couldn't let him anywhere near something this good. Anton understood completely. 3 years passed like that. During all of it, my brother Larry was showing off named Penny, this woman from his finance job. Dad constantly raved about how wife material she seemed, always mentioning her years studying in culinary school. He'd glance my direction at dinner with all of us present and announce things like, "Girls with your kind of marking, they usually focus on careers instead. It's actually respectable, accepting a life without romance." Mom's acceptance made it so much worse. She stopped wondering about my love life, quit suggesting I meet her friends' sons. Both my parents had decided Dad's vision of my future was just reality. Penny became a regular at family dinners, talking endlessly about being a stay-at-home wife and believing in wearing makeup to look pretty for your husband around the house, while Dad would shoot me these satisfied looks from his seat. "Once Larry and Penny start having babies, you'll be the devoted aunt." Every family benefits from having someone who pours everything into other people's kids instead of having their own. His observations eventually stopped gutting me, but I still craved the moment when he'd see how completely wrong he'd been. That opportunity arrived when Dad organized this huge retirement party for himself. "Get there early," he instructed me. "You can handle the setup so you won't be forced to mingle with everyone." He'd invited his entire office, Penny's whole family, even some influencers he'd connected with somehow. I knew this was my moment. I sent Anton a message about the event, and his response came back immediately. "See you there, babe." The party kicked off with Dad already talking up Larry's girlfriend to anyone who'd listen. He spotted me hanging back near the wall and shot me this look that clearly meant I should disappear. I just stood there waiting. Then my phone lit up with Anton's text. "Outside." I walked out the door, then returned with him next to me. Every conversation in the room died instantly. Someone's voice cut through the silence. "Wait, isn't that the guy from that magazine cover?" Anton grinned and squeezed my hand tighter. Dad shoved through the crowd, his face going through confusion, then shock, then disbelief. "Everyone," I announced loud enough for the whole room. "This is Anton, my fiancé." Dad's jaw actually dropped. "Your what? Fiancé?" He stared at Anton, then at me, then actually laughed out loud. "Okay, what's the setup here? How much did you pay him to show up?" Anton held up my hand, showing the engagement ring. Dad's entire face went crimson. "You're actually serious? You're marrying her?" He turned on Anton. "Look at her. Look, you could date literally anyone. Why choose that?" He gestured wildly at my birthmark, not wanting to say it aloud but still making it obvious. "You're seriously claiming you chose her?" Nobody in the room made a sound. Anton stepped closer to Dad, his voice steady but somehow filling the entire space. "This birthmark you keep attacking? I think it's beautiful. It's part of who she is. Someone who survived your cruelty when it should have broken her." He touched my marked cheek softly, then stared Dad down. "I've been with those normal girls you're talking about. Women society calls perfect. Not one of them compared to her. Want to know why? Because while you spent years tearing her down, she was becoming stronger. While you were convincing her she was worthless, she was becoming priceless. That mark you find so disgusting? It's one of 1,000 reasons she's more incredible than you'll ever understand." The room erupted with people agreeing with Anton and turning on Dad. "That's actually vile to say to your own daughter," someone said. "What kind of father does that? His wife must be mortified." Another voice added. Mom stepped away from Dad, shaking her head. "You said that about your own child?" People started filing out, murmuring about what they'd just witnessed. By morning, Dad had removed every photo of me from his social media. For the first time ever, he couldn't think of a single thing to say.